What is up, Gear Gamers? I am back. First off, a lot of people have been saying, what is the roster for Gear Gamers? That's what people have been saying about Gear Gamers to me. What is the roster? Who's in it? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm the one that really started it. And to also say, Gillen was pretty much, the fifth person that joined. There's 5 of us right now, and we're trying to look for more people to see if there will be more. I think there will be a 6th, and most likely I will have him here. But first off, I want to just, tell everyone our roster, just to tell that. I'm Scorpio, everyone knows that. I'm basically the boss. I run the show. Everything, basically everything comes from me. I have one of my best friends. He was the second person. I said, hey, why don't we start a YouTube channel together? And he said, yeah, sure. And his name is Phantom. He's basically the person who keeps everyone up to date. He does, like, all these things for the channel. He tells us our events, what we might be reviewing, what we might be doing walkthroughs on. He's basically the date guy. And, then we have the Bloom, which is really, really not one of our strongest reviewers. But, he's a pretty good guy. And he's okay at reviewing. What you really want him about is rants, really, sort of like that almost. He's a pretty good guy. Hopefully we might get him in some reviews so that you can see him. Then we have Tank, but we all know, well, actually no one knows, he changed his name and now Tank is Gillen, and he was the 4th person. Actually, really, he was the 5th. The 4th person is Sarge, and no, he's not. He doesn't run the show. He's a reviewer, and he goes to the Xbox side almost, really. And Gillen is really towards the PC and PS3 side. And we have another guy. Actually, we might have 7 that haven't decided their names yet and will not appear yet. Big news, I wanted to say to Gillen, but he would not shut up, so I could tell him. And that news is, I was talking to a person, and we might, if we get a lot of more if we get a lot of more people to... Sorry, that was my stupid alarm clock. And we might be able to work this out. And we might be able to work this out because, if we get more subscribers and we get more views, but he would not shut up, we might get more. If we get more subscribers, we get more people to join us. Not more people to join, to really be a part of us. We're probably gonna get our own magazine. That is correct. Gear Gamers will most likely turn out to be their own magazine. We'll have our own website. But right now we're still starting small, and I really want to get us to like a 300 subscription percent, which is going to be a little bit hard, but you know what I mean. Everyone starts little, and they get bigger and bigger and bigger. It's really the gaming stuff that gets you really, really high. There is some stuff, if you're a really comedian kind of guy, then that can work out. So, also, I want to say that right now, the schedule is a little weird. We don't, basically, I'm supposed to get my, my camera, or I might be using this, which will be retarded, because it has shittle for sound, and right now, you can probably hear right now in the video, it's right now. Unfortunately, I do not have anyone here for a debate or anything that we could talk, and that sort of sucks. So really, what I want to get started about is a review. Now it's already 5 minutes in because I didn't shut up there as well. And that's the Bioshock review. As you can see, there is Oblivion, but I'm not going to review that since Gillen already did it. So Bioshock. Alright, so here's the story. Then it's 1960. It's basically you're in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, and the plane is basically, I don't know what, no one knows what happened to it. It becomes all dark and it ends up to fall into the ocean. You see this giant tower, and
Just say the time you want the alarm to sound. For example, 6:15 a.m. Tell me the time.
fucking stupid piece of shit. Bioshock is really, like, the story is basically, you just go, then you go into the tower, and then you go down into the biosphere, and you see this giant city underneath the water, and then, yeah, you're put into, like, this entire city that's being destroyed. At the same time, there are people that have been turned into something that's too weird to even explain. And that's basically what it is. The gameplay is effing awesome, because you're going around, you're shooting lightning out of your hands, or fire, or picking up stuff, not with your hands, but just telekinesis and that. You're throwing it. There's also other stuff that happens in the game, and it's really fun for the gameplay. There's hacking, there's killing big daddies, little sisters, and it's really fun. The gameplay is awesome. Unfortunately, there is a problem with the gameplay, and the gameplay problem is that, yeah, it's really repetitive sometimes. For example, there's a lot of water around the area, and you can just zap people. Other times, it'll be a real fucking piss off, because sometimes big daddies, they don't have little sisters with them, but when you shoot them, you piss them off, and when you kill one, it basically doesn't recognize that you pretty much killed it and just spawns another one, which is really retarded. One part that I did not also like is that you can't upgrade every single gun. And if you can't upgrade every single gun, well, too effing bad. You just can't upgrade every single gun. So, then you basically have to go back, perfect the game, like, play another game, and perfect it, find every single thing, and then go back, make another game, and then you can have all the weapons upgraded. Which takes a massive load of time. Or, if you only want to do it once, like this game once, or maybe you want to play it back as a classic, then that's what can happen, but it takes forever to know everything. Now, the graphics. The graphics weren't really the best graphics. They were really cool with the water. The water looked fantastic. The fire looked pretty good. The splicers looked pretty good. The big daddies looked good. The only problem is that there's some snags and hits around the way. Like, for example, the dark with light. You can sort of see the graphics hinge a little bit. And then there's some graphics a little bit here that hinge a little bit. Like, it basically is just small little stuff. And, you know, it's not that bad. It's really good, but, you know, it sort of makes you say, you know, what the F is going on? Like, the graphics, they're pretty good, but, you know, there are some snags and hits, and basically, the same thing happened with other great games. Some graphics are good, some aren't. And it's like Call of Duty World at War. That was a really awesome game. I find it's basically almost the best Call of Duty. A lot of people say it's Call of Duty 4, a lot of people say it's Call of Duty 5, and really, the only people that say Modern Warfare 2 is good are retards, because they basically don't play any other game. They stay home, pretend they're sick, and they pretend they're sick, and they don't go to school or work. They just play Modern Warfare 2 all day. And I know a person like that. He says, "Oh, I only play Modern Warfare 2 because my friends play it." Bullshit. All your friends are at school. So that's one thing I have to say about Modern Warfare 2. I don't know why it made me say that, but either way, like it's the graphics, because the graphics don't look all good on Call of Duty. Some of them look like they're a little bit doughy. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't look like they actually put lines onto a hat. It just looks like they just took a piece of clay, colored it, and then they just took a picture of it and put it on a computer, pretty much. You know, that sort of thing. That's what makes you think, you know, what the fuck is going on here? And, you know, Bioshock, it is a great game, and I do have to say, it is, doubtably, one of the most greatest games I could ever play. You know, the graphics are very little. Unfortunately, there was no co-op or multiplayer in this, but, you know, it's the first game, and I just actually don't understand this. I actually want to know this right off the bat. 2K Games was the person for Oblivion, really, on the Xbox, but on the PS3 version or on the other Oblivion for Xbox, it says Oblivion was made only by Bethesda. And I can go downstairs, but I don't want to because I don't want to waste time. Come upstairs and show you there is no effing 2K on the case of Oblivion. So what's that doing there? I have no idea. Now, anyways, Bioshock, really, they had 3 2Ks working on this, but they did have no multiplayer. That's a little weird. 3 companies of the same company working together, but they could not find or even have the time to put multiplayer in it. It was really retarded, I found, because it just did not make any sense whatsoever. Alright, so rating for this game, I give it an 8.5. You know, it's not really... It's basically some snags in the graphics, but like I said, the graphics are pretty good with the water and everything. And the gameplay gets sort of a little repetitive-ish, and, you know, those weapons stuff, it's really hard to find. But it's a great game. You can't really turn it down. I have not played Bioshock 2. I will most likely play Bioshock Infinite. And, you know, it's just this game is just real fun. So, that's what I have to say. I hope to God that, our magazine might come true. You never know. It might. This here is Scorpio. I'm out. And I will most likely now review Heavy Rain.